Well, I figured I'd put a programming video of this this channel announcement thing. I need a tripod because this really isn't going to work well. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm programming my second zone for channel announcement, and what you're seeing here, I've already went up to. You go to Tools. I can't do anything now because it's still converting the voice files, but you go up to Tools and you go to the voice files compression, and the locations you should have already saved the files from when you recorded the voices into the Astro CPS file, so you shouldn't have to browse or do anything there. The radio is hooked up here, and right now we're just waiting for the files to compress. Here we go, all done. So I'm going to do this on screen here so we can get a better idea of what pain in the ass fucking madness you have to go through to get this done. So we'll bear with me. Compression voice file. Okay, so you hit OK, and we get out of this. Let's see, we'll do close. But to get to that, you have to go up to Tools and Voice Files, and then you just go over to Voice Files Compression. And okay, now I believe for each channel you have to go over to File up here, and then you got to go over to Import, and then you got to go to Voice File. And here's all the. When you record it, originally it's a WAV file, a WAV file. It's not an MVF file or whatever the heck that looks. Yeah, MVF. What the software does is converts it over from WAV to MVF. That's why it takes so long, because it uses the radio, the vocoder, or however you say that, of the radio to turn around the bandwidth, or however you say that terminology, into a MVF file. So then there's got to be a faster way to do this besides each channel. So the new ones I created, starting with FRS1, if you want to convert that, you got to double click on it. Otherwise, if you go down to the radio configure zone assignment right here, that's in zone 1. Then you go to channels. If you try and put FRS1 in there, it should be in there now. FRS1. See, there you go. So that's that taken care of. But FRS2, which is already compressed, but it's not in the file system yet, because you got to go through the file and then you got to compress each freaking channel, which is a pain in the balls. So again, my apologies for this camera shaking, but if you go in here, notice FRS2 is nowhere to be found in here, even though it's in the CPS already. So, my hand's shaking like a freaking banshee. Alright, so that's done. That's only one channel done. Now I gotta go back up to File. You gotta go to Import, because you want to bring it in. Voice File, and you gotta find FRS2. There it is, right there. So we're going to double click on that. And now it should be in the system. So now we flip down this menu here, and there it is. And you basically have to do that throughout the 16 channels. And I already did. This is only 2 banks I've done so far. I mean, it's not that difficult, but it's just fucking time consuming. And I hope this video answers questions like Dan and whoever else needs help programming these things. I mean, it's simple. What I did was AT&T, the voice to text thing is somehow off the air for something. I don't know. It had to. There's an issue with it. So what I used was hold on a minute. I'm on Facebook here. I gotta flip this up here so you don't see any of that. I'm using this here. This guy here. Text to speech. I'll give you an example. You just type in whatever you want here. This is Vernon Police, and
Vernon Police Department.
There you go, and he says it. Now what I do here, here's how I do this. It's probably an easier way, but I would go up here. Everybody I'm sure is familiar with this menu here. You got to create a new file every time you do this. So I go to New, this right here, the project rate, change that to 8,000. And then what I do is, instead of, gotta get rid of this old one here. You don't want to save it. Okay, good. Now, you go to, you first hit the record button, and then you hit say it, so the computer recognizes it. And let me give you an example here. This is how I'll do it. I gotta remain quiet here. Alright, here we go.
Vernon Police Department.
East Haven Police Department.
Uh-oh, what'd I do? I don't know. Alright, well, that's a fail right there. Okay, well, what you do, basically, is you just hit record, and then you hit say it, and then you just stop it immediately. And the computer will recognize his voice from the speakers of the computer. So instead of having to, open up one program and save it to another one, I just do it that way. But yeah, that was an epic fail. So yeah, if anyone else has any questions, feel free to leave the questions down below, and I'll try and answer them. I'm new at this myself, and I gotta get going now and program the rest of my zones. So by the time this finishes exporting to YouTube, hopefully I'll be done. I'll figure, because I'm very impatient when it comes to this bullshit, I figured I'll do one zone per night. So far I'm going on about a half hour putting this stuff in, so it's not too bad. Dan, I wish you the best of luck getting through yours. I can't believe you stayed up all night. You sounded freaking beat. But yeah, so hopefully this helped out some guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, peace out.